When you look at the crowds today, you have maybe 5,000–6,000 people here. On the streets yesterday, 1 million people, 1 million Iranians in the street for the Ayatollah Khomeini. Does that not give you concern? Does that not make you afraid?
Because they are afraid, yeah, that's right. And most of the people don't say anything because they are afraid. And they are in silence, you know, they don't say anything.
Is this the silent majority of Iran out here now?
Yes, that's right.
Do you want the Shah to return?
Yes, Shah, return to the country.
What about you, Shah? Why do you want the Shah? Why does she want the Shah?
ما شاه میخوایم ما بیچاره این شادیستان کشتنش حلاله کجای قرآن گفته
47 years we've been bleeding in the dark, under the shadow of the Islamic regime, with a stone-cold heart. They silenced our voices, they turned off our light. 58 days without internet, but we still fought the night. Our children took the streets, they raised their empty hands, and the world looked away. Do you understand? Do you know Europe? Do you know what's been done? Do you know Europe? 42,000 souls are gone, killed in 2 days by a regime drenched in blood. Do you know Europe? Or have you that's all it took. Mothers and fathers and sons, did you even look? We stand with Crown Prince Reza Pahlavi, our hope and voice. Millions behind him marching, he is our only choice. He only fights for freedom, democracy and human rights. But you mock him in your chambers while he fights for our lives, to pull us out of this darkness, this century-long night, while you sign deals with our killers and call it diplomatic right. Do you know Europe? Do you know what's been done? Do you know Europe? They hang 60-40 souls one by one, hanged within 4 months by a regime drenched in blood. Do you know Europe? Or have you just given up? Do you know Europe? Do you feel anything at all? Or did something break inside you while Iran answered the call? Do you know Europe? What happened to you, Europe? What made you so cold? What turned your heart to stone while our story went untold? Is oil worth more than blood? Is silence worth the shame? Because while you negotiate with murderers, we are dying, calling your name. Do you know Europe? Do you know what's been done? Do you know Europe? 42,000 souls are gone, killed in 2 days by a regime drenched in blood. Do you know Europe? Or have you just given up? Do you know Europe? We are still here, we are still strong. Do you know Europe? How much longer? How much longer? How long? Do you know Europe?
Thank you. To all of our friends around the world, under the yoke of the Islamic Republic, Iran is identified in your minds with terrorism, extremism, and poverty. The real Iran is a different Iran, a beautiful, peace-loving, and flourishing Iran. It is the Iran that existed before the Islamic Republic, and it is the Iran that will rise again from its ashes the day the Islamic Republic falls. So let me be clear about how a free Iran will act towards its neighbors and the world after the fall of this regime. In security and foreign policy, Iran's nuclear military program will end. Support for terrorist groups will cease immediately. A free Iran will work with regional and global partners to confront terrorism, organized crime, drug trafficking, and extremist Islamism. Iran will act as a friend and a stabilizing force in the region, and it will be a responsible partner in global security. In diplomacy, relations with the United States will be normalized, and our friendship with America and her people will be restored. The State of Israel will be recognized immediately. We will pursue the expansion of the Abraham Accords into the Cyrus Accords, bringing together a free Iran, Israel, and the Arab world. A new chapter will begin, grounded in mutual recognition, sovereignty, and national interest. In energy, Iran holds some of the largest oil and gas reserves in the world. A free Iran will become a reliable energy supplier to the free world. Policymaking will be transparent. Iran's actions will be responsible. Prices will be predictable. In transparency and governance, Iran will adopt and enforce international standards. Money laundering will be confronted. Organized corruption will be dismantled. Public institutions will answer to the people. In the economy, Iran is one of the world's last great untapped markets. Our population is educated, modern, with a diaspora that connects it to the four corners of the world. A democratic Iran will open its economy to trade, investment, and innovation, and Iran will seek to invest in the world. Opportunity will replace isolation. This is not an abstract vision. It is a practical one, grounded in national interest, stability, and cooperation. To achieve this, now is the time to stand with the Iranian people. The fall of the Islamic Republic and the establishment of a secular, democratic government in Iran will not only restore dignity to my people, it will benefit the region and the world. A free Iran will be a force for peace, for prosperity, and for partnership.
وقتی واسه غم نی گرچه قصه هامون کم نیست همه خسته این قبولم ما فرصتی واسه ماتم نیست روشن میشه فردا خورشید سرزمین ما سرم باز و سینه سپر بلند میگم جاوید شاه وقتی واسه غم نی گرچه قصه هامون کم نیست همه خسته این قبولم ما فرصتی واسه ماتم نیست روشن میشه فردا خورشید سرزمین ما سرم باز و سینه سپر بلند میگم جاوید شاه روبروم یه واژه یه هدف به نام انتقامه پشت سرم دعای مادر و تو دستم تفنگ بابامه رو زبونم اسم شاه بگینین عشق بی انتهاست هر جا اسم ایران اومد اونجا صدای بچه رضاست فردا می نویسن تو کتاب قصه دیمار بگو با تیر جنگی کشتن بچه های بیگناه رو بگو از بخت مادرها چیر زنا و دخترامون بگو تنها شهید شدیم تا تنها نمونه شامون وقتی واسه غمنی گرچه قصه آمون کم نیست همه خسته این قبولم ما فرصتی واسه ماتم نیست روشن میشه فردا خورشید سرزمین ما سرم باز و سینه سپر بلند میگم جاوید شاه وقتی واسه غمنی گرچه قصه آمون کم نیست همه خسته این قبولم ما فرصتی واسه ماتم نیست روشن میشه فردا خورشید سرزمین ما سرم باز و سینه سپر بلند میگم جاوید شاه وقتی واسه غمنی گرچه قصه آمون کم نیست همه خسته این قبولم ما فرصتی واسه ماتم نیست روشن میشه فردا خورشید سرزمین ما سرم باز و سینه سپر بلند میگم جاوید شاه
سلام من به تو یار قدیمی منم همون هوادار قدیم
سید سلام چطوری مرد کلی کتلت شدین دایی بدون مدرک سلام بسیجی قهرمان رفتی پیش توسی با پنیر و یه نون سنگک سلام به محفل قرآنیتون سلام به مدیرای بحرانیتون سلام به حاجی اکبر و طوله هاش و خارج و رفقای ارگانیتون سلام به دزدای پول ملت که تش میفتین توی تور ملت سلام به همه شما کرکسایی که دارین نونتون رو میزنین تو خون ملت ساکتش زیر دست و پاک و تک بخورین حالا هی به یه بادکنک بدوین سلام آخر تو زندان باشه وقتی قرار به این آب خنک بخورین مرگ بر ملا متولی ننگ در دنیا ننگ بر دوتا مجاهد چپی بعد از ملا مرگ بر ملا متولی ننگ در دنیا ننگ بر دوتا مجاهد چپی بعد از ملا اینو بگذاریم به خاک میرسیم تجزیه طلبی که به خاک بیرسیم ایران مردمش وطن پرستن از کرد تا بلوچ بری به فاک میرسی توف به هر کی مرسی است توف به هر کی در پی تجزیه است توف به لوی و همونی که شیفته ی گل ملیگرا تو وطن خدا نسلی هست سر کردستان همه برپا شدن بلوچستان فدای مهسا شدن شم واحد که شیر و خورشید ما وقتی جعلیا تنها شدن شادی باشه واسه همه در میهن کور بشه چه شهرچی اهریمن رخه رو بگی تا اون 6 کلاس سواد و خبرگان و مجد سری ترچیهن شبهای عروس و دامادی باشه برن سلامتی نوش کنن آبادی باشه مقصد کجاست میدون شهیاده به سمت اتوبان آزادی باشه سلام به نسل ندید پدیدا نبودیم ندیدیم قدیمتی ما شاه بود تو شادی کل میزدین حالا شاه بر میگرده پیک میزنین مرگ بر ملا متولی ننگ در دنیا ننگ بر دوتا مجاهد چپی بعد از ملا مرگ بر ملا متولی ننگ در دنیا ننگ بر دوتا مجاهد چپی بعد از ملا مرگ بر ملا متولی ننگ در دنیا ننگ بر دوتا مجاهد چپی بعد از ملا
فاهنگ به این خوشگلی بانو آیده بود اسم این عشقانه رو توش بیاریم ولی خب لازم بود دیگه فکر کنم بانو آیده
you know how it ends. Smiles for the cameras, deals in the light, but truth disappears somewhere out of sight. Mullahs behind it, controlling the flow. You shake hands with fire, but you already know. Deal with the devil, you know what it costs. Promises fade while the lines get crossed. Deal with the devil, you hear their call. Voices in chains still rise and fall. Deal with the devil, don't look away while lives are taken day by day. Mr. Trump, hear the streets, hear the cry. Iranians want freedom, they're reaching high. From cells to the shadows, their voices still grow, dreaming of a future they don't even know. Deals at the top while the pressure runs low, and down below the fear continues to grow. Deal with the devil, you know what it costs. Promises fade while the lines get crossed. Deal with the devil, you hear their call. Voices in chains still rise and fall. Deal with the devil, don't look away while lives are taken day by day. Mr. Trump, now the moment is real. Reagan or Obama, pressure or deal. One stands firm, one bends to the game. History writes down the choice and the name. Stand with strength, don't let it all go. You don't free millions by moving too slow. Mr. Trump, if you give them that deal, they keep the power, they tighten the seal. More voices silenced, more lives erased, while freedom is pushed further away. Be the Reagan they need, take a stand, don't trade their future for a sake of a hand. Deal with the devil, you know what it costs. Too many lives already lost. Deal with the devil, you hear their call. Iranians fighting, they won't let it fall. Deal with the devil, don't look away while lives are taken day by day. Mr. Trump, be like Reagan, no deals with the devil.
Let's go. میخوام بگم از دلم، از عشق به این میهنم، به امید روز شکست دشمن شاه برمیگرده به وطن. برگشتن پهلوی، وحشت هر اجنبی، بلند بگو همشهری شاه رضا پهلوی. نظام رسیده پرتگاه، بلند بگو جاوید شاه. برگشت شاه به میهن، دوای درد وطن. این آخرین نبرده، پهلوی برمیگرده. داره میاد پهلوی، زجه بزن سید علی. راه نجات وطن، پهلوی هموطن. ایران میشه گلستان، شاه که بیاد به ایران. ایران که شاه نداره، حساب کتاب نداره. آخون باید گم بشه، توپ تا میشه نوشو بیرون اجنبی داره میاد پهلوی فریاد بزن جاوید شعار هر وطن خواه ما شاه میخوایم نه ملا بزار بشنوه دنیا ایرانی داد بزن شاه تو فریاد بزن برگشتن پهلوی وحشت هر اجنبی بلند بگو هموطن شاه رضا پهلوی فریاد بزن جاوید شعار هر وطن خواه بلند بگو جاوید شعار هر وطن خواه فریاد بزن جاوید شعار هر وطن خواه بلند بگو جاوید شعار هر وطن خواه فریاد بزن جاوید شعار هر وطن خواه بلند بگو جاوید شعار هر وطن خواه
Look at us here today. We see so many flags representing so many nations. We know we are not alone, and we thank you for being with us. For all people around the world who stand today in unity with the Iranian people, this is not just because it's good for us, and you do it out of compassion and care for our rights to liberty and justice and equality and human rights. But understand that it is in your best interest too, to have, unlike this regime that has been propagating terror and radicalism, we the people of Iran are peacemakers and not warmongers. We like to be friends, especially with the free world. We'd like to be able to have the best neighborly relationship with the people of our area and the region, with the Arab countries, with Israel, and all our other neighbors. We are fighting for justice, we're fighting for human rights, we are fighting for liberty, we're fighting to put an end to all sorts of discrimination. Because as an Iranian, I stand here to tell you that I've dedicated 47 years of my life because I think that my country deserves far better than what we have right now. To now understand that their best remedy is to support the people of Iran, because ultimately a free Iran will be your best partner, not just to bring stability and peace, but it will be in your best economic interest and opportunities. Together we can prosper again, and the world will be so different once the Iranian people are free. I am here to guarantee a transition to secular democratic future. I am committed to be that leader of transition for you, so we can one day have the final opportunity to decide the fate of our country through a democratic, transparent process, through the ballot box and free elections. And let's make sure that this time, especially the free nations of this world and their governments, stand on the right side of history.
Well, Durud, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. Welcome to day 144 of Iran Revolution Live with your wonderful and amazing host, Mr. Armin Navabi.
And your wonderful and amazing host, GOLDIE GHAMARI.
Thank you. Armin, how are you doing today?
Good, excited. So many updates today, especially we had updates from President Trump. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. I set up my new tripod, so hopefully my camera won't fall. But I'm having a lighting issue because I have like the lighting's off to the side, and usually the light is like in my face, so I have to fix that after. But other than that, I'm doing great. I'm looking at the news. I'm following along. President Trump said something this morning. I know he said a lot of things, but he said one thing, and Armin, like, it basically confirms everything that you and I have been saying, that everything that's going on is essentially the United States and Israel setting the conditions for the Iranian people to rise up and overthrow the regime.
Okay, you want to share that with us?
Sure.
Let's go.
Sure.
Let's go through it. Yes.
So this is the one, and then we'll go to your updates. But look at this. Look at this. And I haven't watched his entire, scrum, but just listen to this part.
On Iran, just just for a longer ceasefire.
We'd have to open the strait. That would open immediately. So we're going to give this one shot. I'm in no hurry. You never think, oh, the midterms, I'm in a hurry. I'm in no hurry. Ideally, I'd like to see few people killed as opposed to a lot. We can do it either way, but I'd like to see few people killed. I just wonder whether or not they have the good of the people, because some of the things they're doing to me means they don't have the good of the people, and they have to have the good of the people. There's a lot of anger now in Iran because people are living so badly. There's a lot of foment that we haven't seen before so much, and we'll see what happens.
On Iran, just a limited deal.
Wow.
I mean, President Trump is essentially acknowledging that the Iranian people don't want the Islamic regime, and the Iranian people are angry, and rightfully so. He's acknowledging that the Islamic regime is obviously murdering innocent Iranians, and he's saying, let's see what happens, right? So to me, he's basically confirming what we've been speaking about, you and I, and decoding his messages. And President Trump is saying it without saying it. And the reason that he's not saying it explicitly is because ultimately the revolution must come from the Iranian people. And we don't want the left or the Islamists or the communists or whatever to claim that this was like, an American-backed revolution or something, right? Because that's going to take away from our right to self-determination. So that's what I see.
It's interesting because when I heard that video, the first thing that made me think if it's happening here, but based on this video, is moving on to the phase that is more of the empowering of the Iranian people to fight the regime. We're getting closer to that phase. And with President Trump highlighting the anger that the Iranian people have against the regime, to me might be suggesting that he's signaling that usually the stuff that President Trump and other politicians talk about is meant to create the groundwork for creating acceptance for what they're about to do next. So that's what I thought, that maybe this is a signal that the empowerment of the Iranian people and maybe the arming of them has been happening or has been in the works, and that's what people need to be mentally prepared for accepting as the next phase of this operation. Right?
I absolutely. I think it's all connected 100%. Arming the people, getting them ready. Who knows what CIA and Mossad are doing behind the scenes? There's a lot going on there.
Goldie, yesterday in our discussion group, somebody accused me of being for arming the Iranian people because my name is Armin, and that creates a bias there.
That's so funny.
Right.
Oh my gosh.
Right. I don't know.
Wow.
We can't trust you. Right.
Too funny. Yeah. Wow.
The one thing that we can know for sure, and I think empirically we could show, is that arming the people yes, is that no non-Iranian, let me be more accurate, and Goldie, let me know if this is true, no non-Iranian has talked about the Iranian people more than President Trump. Like in this equation, like we praise many people for different reasons. Like, for example, we praise Marco Rubio's understanding of the political dynamics. We praise Prime Minister Netanyahu for being so eager into finishing his job as the Islamic Republic. Everybody has their own things. One thing that I appreciate so much about President Trump is that so many other people discuss the situation, but I mean, I've seen Marco Rubio talk about the Iranian people as well a lot, but nobody keeps coming back to the Iranian people and what they had suffered and what they want more than President Trump. I mean, obviously Prince Reza Pahlavi, but I'm just talking about non-Iranians. Is that your take as well?
I mean, I would say, historically, Bibi Netanyahu has spoken a lot about Iranians,
Right.
but I would say recently, it has been President Trump, and I also find it very interesting that Israel is being very quiet, which is sort of the similar pattern to what happened before February 28th.
Yeah, they actually, Prime Minister Netanyahu put out an order before Operation Epic Fury to stop commenting on Iran right before Operation Epic Fury. And we're getting a similar,
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Right before Operation Epic Fury. And so many people were like, why are they not talking about it? Even Gila Gamliel, who talks about Prince Reza Pahlavi a lot, who is part of the cabinet of Bibi, she stopped talking about it. Apparently it was an order. So you're so right, Goldie, because this is very similar to what we saw before.
Yeah, absolutely. That's how I see it. But let's go to the updates that you have as well now.
Okay. All right. So let me bring some of these. Oh, Goldie, I think we should talk about that later because there's some bizarre news that I don't believe, and I don't want to distract people about it yet because it's just so bizarre. So let's go to the stuff that we know are more credible before we talk about that crazy news people talking about. Goldie, you talked about Ahmadinejad, and remember yesterday? Like, why? Like, and then all of a sudden, the day after you brought up Ahmadinejad is now all over the news.
What? He popped up? Oh my gosh.
Right after you were wondering where he is, like you just brought him up. And we were like, yeah, we haven't been seeing him. And now everybody is talking about him today.
Really?
Yeah.
What's going on with Ahmadinejad?
Oh, okay. So look at this. Look at this. I mean, I don't believe this news. This is crazy. Okay. Look at this. It says the United States. No, here. Yeah. United States and Israel entered the war against Iran with an extraordinary plan to elevate former President Mahmoud Ahmadinejad after the collapse of the Islamic Republic's leadership, according to a New York Times report published Tuesday. Again, this is New York Times, so I don't believe it. But because of this, now everybody is talking about Ahmadinejad.
That's so weird. Who wrote the article? Wait, let me go to because New York Times is one of those sketchy publications, right? And even President Trump calls them out. But
yeah, they just recently had a really horrible, insane article saying that Israeli uses dogs.
Oh, of course, Farnos Fasihi. Farnos Fasihi is one of the authors.
Yeah.
So here, I found the link to the article. Here you go. Let me share it with you. So Farnos Fasihi is someone who is like one of the journalists who is affiliated with the Islamic regime, and she always promotes reformer propaganda. So I'm telling you right now, this is a garbage story. If Farnos Fasihi is involved, it's absolute garbage because there's no way that Israel would ever agree to have Ahmadinejad take over, especially since that's not even what the Iranian people want. Like, Israeli officials have been constantly meeting with King Reza Pahlavi and his delegation, right? So this is this is totally one of those like bogus garbage articles, especially if Farnos Fasihi is involved.
But even if this was the plan, I'd support it because it would be so temporary. Like imagine if this was the transition guy, that would mean like, I don't know, the new regime, that would be the surrender phase, and the new regime will last for, I don't know, half an hour before Princess of Pahlavi, before the Iranian people get rid of him.
That
Princess of Pahlavi.
That is true. So that's sort of the only way that I could see this is if maybe if President Trump was trying to find someone who might be like stupid enough or reasonable enough to agree to the terms of surrender. And then once the surrender happens, then people can overthrow the Islamic regime.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe in a scenario like that, because, you know, like Iranians have made it very clear that they don't want like just new leadership within the system. They want to overhaul the system entirely, get rid of the system, and bring in a new system, right? So,
exactly.
But I mean, I don't know how realistic this is. Like, how would Farnos Fasihi know about this, right? Like, I don't know. But I mean, it maybe. But like, if so, here's the other thing, Armin. This could have been a deliberate leak from either Washington or Jerusalem to these reporters or to someone. This could have been a deliberate leak in order to add more fuel to the fire in terms of the internal collapse, right? So, because now this is actually putting Ahmadinejad in a very awkward place with the others on the Boom Boom. Guys, oh my gosh. So, we have to bring up the Boom Boom bingo sheet because a new character has been unlocked. Oh, I totally forgot. We've unlocked a new character on the Boom Boom Durka bingo sheet.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Guys, look. So we've unlocked a new character. Where's Ahmadinejad? There he is. He's under the box of former officials, influential figures. I think he's like the third one. Do you see him?
Right here.
Yeah, there you go.
Yep.
So that's Ahmadinejad on the Boom Boom bingo sheet.
Wait, here. Let's
On the
zoom in.
Boom Boom Durka bingo sheet. New character unlocked. There we go. There he is.
Yeah. He's a Holocaust denier.
Yeah.
By the way, which is interesting. Israel picked a Holocaust denier for the next guy. Apparently, that's what they're saying.
Yeah.
Oh, wait,
Someone's like, we caught a new Pokemon. Yeah. So guys, we've unlocked a new character on the Boom Boom bingo sheet. That's Ahmadinejad right there.
This is the guy who, when he was giving the speech as the president of the Islamic Republic at the UN, he claimed that the Mahdi appeared to him in a sphere of light in the UN while he was giving a speech.
Really?
That's the kind of, yeah.
What a psycho. I mean, they're all psychos, but they're literally all psychotic and insane in their own way. But
and Ali Khamenei hates him, by the way. Ali Khamenei used to love him, and then he ended up hating him because Ahmadinejad tried to outshine Ali Khamenei, and Ali Khamenei was like, "Okay, we're done with you," and that's why he was pushed aside, right? But he is the most popular politician among poor, very religious people who support the regime. Among poor, very religious people who support the regime, he has still more support than other regime officials. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So that happened. Okay. Let me see. There's 2 videos here of President Trump. I don't know. I want to make sure this morning when President Trump spoke, did he say anything else Iran related? So that one was, I think you already shared this one.
I think, yeah, that's the one where we'll see what happens. I mean, the entire video is only 10 minutes long. Do you just want to, here, let me send you the link and then we can just go through it. And we can fast forward
Maybe-
through the parts that are not about Iran, maybe.
I think that was the only part Iran related, though.
Was it?
There's
Okay,
only
all right,
another. Yeah,
okay.
there was an Israel related part that I could
All
play.
right.
That is 28 seconds. Here, let me see.
Okay.
He's a great guy. To me, he's a great guy.
So he's talking about Prime Minister Netanyahu.
He's a great guy. To me, he's a great guy. Don't forget, he was a wartime prime minister. And he's not treated right in Israel, in my opinion. I'm right now at 99% in Israel. I could run for prime minister. So maybe after I do this, I'll go to Israel, run for prime minister. I had a poll this morning. I'm 99%. So
Oh my God.
good. But no, he's a wartime prime minister. And I just don't think they treat him well.
Oh, okay. So it's really good that he supports Prime Minister Netanyahu because in Israel, because Prime Minister Netanyahu is getting a lot of, hate in Israel. They love President Trump, though. But so it's good that President Trump is using his popularity in Israel to support Prime Minister Netanyahu. We got a crazy new news just hours ago. From Iran International saying, here, a big news alert. So Al-Hadath, citing its own sources, reported that the next round of talks will be held in Islamabad after the Hajj. What? Okay, this just happened. This is just happened by Iran International. It's really recent. I don't know who these people Al-Hadath is and if they're trustworthy. Probably not. So we have to be skeptical. But Iran International saw it worthy of quoting. So it's saying Al-Hadath added that the Pakistani army chief may travel to Iran tomorrow to announce the finalization of the agreement text. It was also stated that if the Pakistani army chief does not go to Iran, the finalization of the agreement text may be announced in the coming hours. According to these sources, work on finalizing the agreement text between Washington and Tehran is underway with utmost seriousness. This is giving me so much pre-Operation Fury deja vu. I don't know, guys. What do you think about this?
I don't know that news outlet.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, Iran International is quoting them. I don't know if that makes it a big deal or not. By the way, guys, we see there's super chats, but we do the super chats and we read them. We'll read them in half an hour. Okay. So thank you for that. Let me see. We have this update from Trey. Trey has an update for us. We'll switch this.
Iran's Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps issued a new threat overnight, warning the United States and Israel against launching a fresh bombing campaign. The IRGC said in a statement, quote, "If the aggression against Iran is repeated, the regional war that was promised will this time go beyond the borders of the region, and you will be dealt crushing blows in places you do not expect, and you will fall into the abyss of defeat and destruction." The threat comes as President Trump says he was just...
So this is a very direct threat from IRGC. And as normal as this might sound from the Islamic Republic, it's not. It's a huge level of escalation from IRGC. So this is a type of language that you will see from the state TV and also from pro-regime religious vocalists and pro-regime content creators. But you don't see the IRGC official statement usually with this direct of a threat. So a lot of this might be like just like normal Durka Islamic regime talk to you guys, but you have to differentiate what comes from who. And the fact that this new threat came from IRGC shows that the IRGC is actually taking the most radical position. And whoever is interested in the negotiations, IRGC is making it very clear that they are more interested in absolute aggression. especially because they are threatening the whole region after so much damage to them because of attacking the countries in the region. They're doubling down on the escalation. They're doubling down on the strategy of attacking the countries in the region. So there's no retreat from IRGC, which means that at least if there's anybody within the regime that is trying to get a deal done with President Trump, IRGC is doubling down on trying to, like, at least some parts of the IRGC is doubling down on not letting that happen. Okay. Yeah, exactly. And that's all. Yeah, and also the outside of the region. Yeah, that's actually goes beyond the region. This is a threat to Europe as well. So the regional war that was promised will this time go beyond borders and of the region. Yeah, see, this is a threat to Europe and United States and Canada and everyone else. So beyond the borders and beyond the region, right? And you will be dealt crushing blows in places you do not expect. Okay. We'll see about that.
And destruction. The threat comes as President Trump says he was just an hour away from deciding to strike Iran earlier this week and is giving the regime a few additional days to reach a deal.
How close were you to striking Iran?
I was an hour away. We were all set to go. You're talking about yesterday.
Yes.
We were going to be striking it would have been happening right now. Yeah, it was all done. Right? The boats, the ships are all loaded. They're loaded to the brim. And we were all set to start.
As for the possibility of an agreement, reports indicate there are still serious gaps in the positions of the United States and Iran. Vice President J.D. Vance was asked about this process yesterday.
We're locked and loaded. We don't want to go down that pathway, but the president is willing and able to go down that pathway if we have to. So what we've done is tried to be as clear as possible. What are our red lines? What are the things that we're willing to be accommodating on? And what are the things that we absolutely must have? And as the president has said ad nauseum, and I think I've said it a lot too, Iran cannot have a nuclear weapon.
The U.S. blockade of Iranian ports continues to put economic pressure on the Iranian regime. CENTCOM Commander Admiral Brad Cooper described the current state of play in the Gulf, with the shaky ceasefire still in place.
The ceasefire continues, and consistent with the president's direction, we've established a highly effective maritime blockade of Iran. To date, we've turned away 88 ships. There has been zero trade into Iranian ports and zero trade out of Iranian ports, squeezing Iran economically and creating powerful leverage for the ongoing negotiations.
Overnight, the Israelis held a 5-hour cabinet meeting.
Zero trade. That's actually very impressive. Zero.
Trade into Iranian ports and zero trade out of Iranian ports, squeezing Iran economically and creating powerful leverage for the ongoing negotiations.
Overnight, the Israelis held a 5-hour cabinet meeting as officials here believe the war could resume any day. Guys?
Trey, do you believe Israel is...
Okay. All right, let me go to the next video. Here we go to this update from Fox News. Just trying to catch on the latest things that happened in the past 24 hours.
The region, and we're getting some new video that shows U.S. refuelers parked at Tel Aviv's Ben Gurion Airport waiting.
Guys, this is such a deja vu. Like, this is exactly the type of activity that we saw before Operation Epic Fury, but we're seeing even more of it now. What do you guys think?
In case President Trump orders new strikes against the regime, Iran's Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps released a new threat overnight, warning the United States.
Oh, we saw that already, but I want to see the question. You know what? I'm going to play the full video once I go through these updates. Let me actually just bring Fox News because I want to see the full take.
To the Middle East, where the Trump administration says it's ready to strike Iran again if Tehran remains unwilling to budge on its nuclear program.
Okay, here we go. Chief Foreign Correspondent Trey Yingst joins us now with the latest in Tel Aviv. Trey, any sign that the Iranians are...
So let's jump to when he finished talking. Trey stopped talking and they asked him a question. So it was here, right?
5 hours discussing the state of play in the region. Officials here do believe the war may resume in the days ahead. Guys?
So, Trey, what's the state of the play when it comes to the people of Iran? We know this economic...
Oh, thank you so much for asking that. Thank you so much for asking that. Not that many people ask that.
Economic pressure is hitting Iran, and normally it's just the people. But is it affecting the IRGC? Are they losing paychecks or anything like that? Because I think that needs to happen for there to be some change.
Yeah, there's a real fear among Iranian civilians. Remember, this is a country of more than 90 million people, and hundreds of thousands took to the streets earlier this year, and they were met with live ammunition by the besieged forces and these regime commanders that cracked down on these peaceful demonstrations. President Trump says around 42,000 people were slaughtered in the streets of Iran earlier this year. And that was part of the reason that he launched this operation to try to free these people from the tyranny of this regime. And what we have seen is a real fear among the people. But remember, the regime still has some popular support. And you saw some of their supporters in the streets of Tehran yesterday chanting death to America and death to Israel. And then overnight, this statement by the IRGC threatening to deliver crushing blows to the United States and Israel. And it gives you a sense of how serious these regime officials are about actually reaching a good faith agreement and stopping this activity across the region. Remember how we got here. It was earlier this year when the Iranian negotiators went to the negotiating table and they told U.S. Special Envoy Steve Witkoff that they had enough highly enriched uranium to create 11 nuclear bombs.
Yep, that was Araghchi. That was the dumbest thing Araghchi has ever done. He gave the Americans such a good legitimacy for why the military operations are needed. Like, this is that was such a self-inflicting wound. Why would you do that, especially to Witkoff? Like, you're supposed to act like you're the more reasonable, moderate one, and you're telling Witkoff that, hey, by the way, we have enough enriched uranium to make 11 nuclear bombs. Like, why the hell would you do that? And Witkoff will take that and go to the Americans. We're like, okay, if this is their moderates, then holy crap, like, what did the radicals sound like? Like, these people are threatening us with nuclear weapons already.
President Trump took them at face value, and he decided to launch Operation Epic Fury to make it more difficult for this regime to threaten U.S. forces and allies across the region. Now there are reports that the regime is trying to rebuild. They are trying to take what's left in the aftermath of Operation Epic Fury and launch more attacks against regional countries, and also use their proxies in places like Iraq and in Lebanon to target Israel. And so this is a situation where the regime has two options here, according to President Trump. They're either going to sign on the dotted line a good faith deal, or this bombing campaign is going to resume.
And Trey, it's amazing because they said we want reparations. We want to be able to charge for the Strait of Hormuz and all sanctions lifted. Oh, yeah, that's a country that's looking to do a deal. Not really. But what about Operation Economic Fury, led by Scott Bessent, where he's already frozen nearly $500 million in Iranian cryptocurrency? And he's been extremely strong on this. But I believe yesterday he asked for help.
Yeah, absolutely. Scott Bessent is calling on countries around the world to increase economic pressure on the Iranian regime. The Trump administration wants to use the momentum that they already have to cripple the Islamic Republic and the officials in Tehran. We know that the exports for the regime are down 90%. They're currently extracting crude oil at 50%. And those ports remain blocked by the U.S. Navy. CENTCOM Commander Admiral Brad Cooper says more than 80 vessels have been redirected, and we know that 4 were disabled when they tried to breach the U.S. naval blockade. All of this comes amid the backdrop of a massive U.S. military buildup across the region that includes transport planes and refuelers arriving here each day. We are looking at a situation that if Iran does not make some sort of breakthrough at the negotiating table, this war is going to resume. And it's going to put Iran in a situation where they are unable to rebuild. The president has already been clear. Power plants and bridges are on the table.
So, guys, this is one of the reasons. There are many reasons for the delay for the attacks. But one of the many reasons is that President Trump has been trying to figure out ways to harm the regime without destroying the power plants. And if that could be avoided, again, if it can't be avoided, it would be better to just do whatever is needed to topple the regime. But President Trump is really, really trying to make sure that there's no other way. He really doesn't like to cause destruction on the infrastructure. Even if many Iranian people say, like, it's okay, we understand if this is necessary, we could rebuild after the regime is fallen. But President Trump genuinely wants to make sure that the Iranian people don't have what it takes, and basically he leaves more of the infrastructure for them. So that's one of the reasons behind the delay. Yeah, exactly. Omid is saying, agree, Armin. He really cares. Exactly.
For the target list, and each and every day this economic blockade continues and the possibility of military action remains, the Islamic Republic becomes weaker and weaker. Guys?
Thank you so much, Trey. So inflation has surged. Their food and their medicine prices have more than doubled. Their bread and cereal is up 140%. Thousands of factories, they're not getting their supplies because of the blockade in the Strait of Hormuz. 2 million jobs have been lost. Iran's currency is plummeting to a record low. Oils and fats are up 219%. So we have, by closing the strait, we have cut off most of Iran's international trade. More than 90% of its annual trade passes through the Strait of Hormuz. So when do the people stand up? I know we saw many of them stand up in January, but when, if this were happening in America, in 4 years, the president would be out, the people would be revolting.
Yeah, because in the United States, you don't have an armed force that will shoot into the crowds of people. So dissatisfaction, like the Iranian people already experienced what the regime is willing and capable of doing. So we need a lot more than dissatisfaction. We need to arm the Iranian people. We need to arm the Iranian people. Whatever, guys, thank you so much for the super chats. I see them, but we're going to respond to them in about 24 minutes or so. Okay, thank you. And thank you for supporting the channel.
People would be standing up and voting in a different way. I know they don't have that luxury in Iran, but when do they have the power to revolt and to stand up and say no more of this regime?
I think that
when they get armed, because again, it's really, really hard. Even if you have millions, it only, like President Trump said, it only takes a couple of thousand people to shoot at crowds of people. Like, you need only a few thousand people to be able to suppress millions of people if they are not armed.
Have the power to revolt and to stand up and say no more of this regime.
I think that's why many Americans would argue that that's why our Second Amendment of rights are so important there.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, in Iran,
Good
those
point.
people don't have a Second Amendment right. And so
They don't have weapons.
they can't
right.
go against their government right now because they don't have the
They can't
weapons to
defend
do so.
themselves. The government will shoot them in their backs when they're
Correct, and they have.
protesting. They have, right.
And by the way, their internet's totally cut off, communication's totally cut off. For them to assemble and organize and be effective and strategic, can't really do it. That's why even the supreme leader putting this post, calling this a holy war, good luck with that. You don't allow X and you don't have the internet. Who are you talking to if you are still alive? I don't even know who wrote that. You know, so congratulations. You hopped on Elon Musk's platform and said something to a bunch of to your people who can't read it.
So true.
Genius.
Be sure to like.
All right, let's go to Tommy Robinson. Goldie just shared a post that I think this beautiful. Oh my God, before I even play it, just look at this. Oh my God, this is so beautiful, so colorful. Okay, let's actually read the caption first before we read it. Tommy Robinson saying, exiled Iranian patriots from across the UK stood side by side. Oh my God. Side by side with patriots from all 4 nations at our United Kingdom and the West rally on Saturday. And it was beautiful. At our United Kingdom and the West rally on Saturday. That's so beautiful. Look at this. He put the flag of the UK and Iran flag next to each other. Oh my God, look at them. Look at what he did. Look at that. So beautiful. And guys, look how beautiful the Iranian flag looks next to the UK flag. You see that? Oh, and the Israeli flag there too. Look, I see 2 Israeli flags there. Okay, let's play this.
Whether or not your journalists do their jobs, whether or not your politicians demonstrate the courage to act, I will fight for my people and my country. Even if you have to do this alone, we will fight until Iran is free.
Oh my God, I did not expect the audio to be Prince Reza Pahlavi. I was expecting like music or something. Holy crap, that was so powerful. Wow.
I knew you'd like that.
Oh my God, thank you. What a great look at the Iranians in the chat. Like, wow, yes, guys. Wow, that was thank you,
Okay, so
Goldie.
to all the Iranians in the chat, you realize that like Tommy Robinson and I, like we always talk. Like I've been talking to him about Pahlavi and the Shah of Iran for like 2 years. So yeah. So there you go.
Amazing. Thank you, Goldie. Thank you for everything you do.
Well, you know,
Okay, let's
I also like that you also explained it to him as well when he came on Iran Revolution Live, because that sort of reinforced what I have been telling him for like the last few years as well. So, yeah.
thank you, Goldie.
He's
You're,
a,
you know,
he's a
you're
good
such a
person.
yeah, he's amazing. He's
Yeah.
amazing. We are so lucky to have him. And thank you for everything you
You
do,
know, he
Goldie. It's
invited
so
me to go
valuable.
speak there.
That's crazy.
Yeah, but
That's awesome.
unfortunately, I couldn't go because he invited me a little bit last minute, and then I'd already committed to speak at an event in Montreal on May 16th, so I couldn't go. Otherwise, I would have gone and given like a short speech or something. But I promised him, I was like, the next one, I'll definitely be there. So.
And Goldie, your influence on all these key difference makers around the world has been so valuable to our movement. So thank you so much for everything you do. Really
Oh my gosh,
appreciate
it's, you know, we're all fighting to free Iran. So there you go. But I'm just really happy to see all this, right? I'm really happy because, you know, that's why like we even start our live stream with, you know, Durud Patriots, hello Patriots, because what we Iranians are fighting for is patriotism. And you know, what Tommy Robinson is fighting for is patriotism, and what, you know, Americans, especially the MAGA movement, is all about patriotism, right? It's about being proud of your country and your culture and your flag, right? And getting rid of this sort of mass migration thing where you know others come in and they shame you and they shame your flag and they shame your culture, right? I mean, let's be honest, it's not wrong to say that if I go to England, I want to see white people and I want to experience British culture, right? That's not to say you can't have like diversity, but diversity to a point, right? Like, why is it that this whole concept of diversity and multiculturalism is being pushed in Western nations, but not in, you know, all of these other countries where all those people are coming from and pushing for diversity, right? So, I mean, like, you know, England should be for the English, right? Iran should be for Iranians. And that's the problem that we Iranians have right now, is that the Islamic regime has been trying to erase the Iranian identity. So, you know, like, so we're fighting for our identity and our culture, because what's happening in Iran, right? This is what, like, what's happening in Iran right now, God forbid, could be happening in your countries 20, 30, 40, 50 years from now if you guys don't like stand up and fight for your culture and your identity, right? There's nothing wrong with immigration. Like, both Armin and I are immigrants. We've immigrated to Canada, but you know, you immigrate to a country and you should assimilate and you should adopt the culture and you should, you know, embrace the societal values of that country, right? When you go to a new country, you should embrace the societal values of that country and integrate. If you go there and you try to change that society to fit your needs, why the heck are you going to that country in the first place? Go to another country that fits your values. Anyways, my little rant on that.
No, that was really good. Thank you. Let me make sure. Okay, I want to play this again because it was so beautiful to watch. So let me just do it again. Guys, watch this. It's so powerful. With Prince Reza Pahlavi's message audio behind it. Oh my God, I had goosebumps.
Whether or not your journalists do their jobs, whether or not your politicians demonstrate the courage to act, I will fight for my people and my country. Even if we have to do this alone, we will fight until Iran is free. Whether or
Okay, I need to repost this. Here we go. Repost this. That was so good. Amazing, amazing. Thank you again, Goldie, for sharing that. That was so good.
I know you'd like that.
Thank you. So Goldie, we should talk about this.
Yes. Oh my gosh, I went on a huge rant last night. I'm going to be making a video about it. I've already prepared my script, and I'm going to be making a video about this after the live stream. I am so pissed off.
I was thinking there is a silver lining to this. This might backfire, because imagine, so guys, if in case you don't know, FIFA is banning the lion and sun flag in their stadiums for World Cup, right? And obviously that is disgusting. Like, this is like so stupid. However, this, I'm pretty sure a lot of Iranians will try to bring the lion and sun flag to the stadiums anyways. And all of the challenges of trying to stop them is going to bring more attention to the lion and sun flag and our revolution and Iranian people's struggle against the Islamic regime, and also people's support for Prince Reza Pahlavi. Because this is not going to stop the Iranian people from trying to smuggle in their flags and their backpacks, wear the lion and sun flag as a shirt, and then open up their shirt once they get in. And then there's going to be security trying to get them out, and that's going to get on camera, and it's going to get all over the news. And also, like, for example, look at this. Prince Reza Pahlavi's partner in, like, Nufti, Cameron, I don't know how to say it in English. He also said, good luck with that, which is like, yeah, that's not going to stop the Iranian people. So I don't know. I think this might backfire on them. What do you think, Goldie?
Yeah, absolutely. This is going to have the exact opposite effect. It's going to be the Streisand effect. So instead of keeping attention away, this is going to draw more attention. And I have a feeling that Iranians are not only going to, smuggle the flag in, but knowing Iranians, people are already probably already organizing like protests to hold, like not like violent protests, but gatherings to hold gatherings outside of FIFA soccer matches and to raise the Iranian flag, right? To draw attention.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And we kind of know that this is what's going to happen, because in Qatar, where there is a lot fewer Iranians than in North America, and they banned the lion and sun flag in the World Cup, and Iranians still managed to bring in the lion and sun flag inside, and they violated the rules. So given that in North America we have an army of Iranians there, what are the chances that, like, actually this post, Hila here made exactly the same point by posting this video. She said, in Qatar, your friendly and so-called politically religious brother country, you couldn't do a damn thing even against a limited number of Iranians. North America is a place for hundreds of thousands of nationalist Iranians. And she shows her video in Qatar, where it was also banned to bring the lion and sun flag, and she had it there. So these are the regime people that the regime brings into the stadium. I have to mute this because the song is probably copyrighted.
Yeah.
But look at her.
Armin, I remember covering Qatar, like during the FIFA World Cup, and like all of these, like, like the conflict, not conflict, but you know what I mean, like the sort of back and forth between the pro-regimes versus the freedom-fighting Iranians, and there were some crazy things. Do you remember that one woman that was like, no, the actor?
Yeah.
Do you remember her? Like, she was
her face became a meme.
Yeah. And guys, you know what's really messed up is that the Islamic regime, they were even paying like non-Iranian models from like Argentina and Russia and like, wherever. They were hiring Instagram models and influencers to go to these games in Qatar and wave the flag of the Islamic regime. And they weren't even Iranian. Like, it was crazy. It was so wild. And what's even more messed up is that if you don't already know this, in occupied Iran, women are not allowed inside of sports stadiums, right? So women in Iran can't actually attend a soccer match. They can't, like, the Islamic regime does not allow women to go to sports stadiums, right? They can't go to soccer matches or whatever. But in Qatar, they're literally hiring hijabless Instagram models to go to the Iran games and wave the flag of the Islamic regime. So the hypocrisy there is just absolutely wild as well.
Exactly. By the way, Goldie, this is talking about non-Iranians being used by the regime. This actually is the perfect segue to this next video.
Oh my gosh.
Right? Look at
Yeah.
this. Okay, these videos are both from Iran. On the left are native Iranians rallying behind a sun and lion flag and calling for regime change. On right are foreign Shia Muslims imported by the regime to increase support and carry the Islamic flag. So let's watch this.
What's to سرشون آشغالا.
Wait, let's see what country. Okay, so this is from UK. This is okay.
This is Nigeria.
Yeah, but why is it okay? Oh, that's their names. Okay.
What's the name of the language?
Oh, Swaldi. Okay.
These are all languages.
Oh, okay. Oh, she's speaking. So yeah, these are northern African countries that speak French. Okay.
Like, we need to like it's so like this is what the Islamic regime has done to Iran, right? So guys, again, when we say that the Islamic regime is a foreign occupying invader, this is what we're talking about. And this is what we mean when we say to you guys, be proud patriots, right? Protect your country, protect your culture. Do not let the invaders take over, because when they do, this is what happens. And now we are fighting to free our country from these non-Iranian jihadi Durka invaders from like garbage third world countries, right? Like, these people are paid to go, like, these are basically regime prostitutes, right? They're regime prostitutes and they're paid to go there. And the Islamic regime, they can't even get enough Iranians to support them. So they have to bring in like these like third world African Muslims to come there and support the Islamic regime. Like, it's disgusting. We need to get rid of all of them, like kick them out of the country. Iran belongs to Iranians, not to these, like, I don't know, whatever garbage hellhole they come from.
Okay. Yeah, the fact that they're using these people shows that they're out of like the number of supporters for the regime in Iran is just not enough. It's just not enough. And by the way, guys, the Iranian people, some people outside of some Western media are suggesting that maybe the Iranian people have given up on Prince Reza Pahlavi. Look at this video that just came from inside Iran yesterday. Graffiti expressing support for exiled Prince Reza Pahlavi appeared on a wall in Kish Island in southern Iran, according to a video sent to Iran International. Which is, even after all this time, they're still fighting. After everything they went through, they're still fighting. This is from inside Iran. King Reza. It says King Reza Pahlavi.
And they're writing it in English so that there's no ambiguity, right? So guys, this message, this graffiti on the wall, that's not necessarily for us Iranians. That's for the world. That's for President Trump. That's for Israel and Prime Minister Netanyahu. That's for all of you. That's for
Yeah,
all of
exactly.
you. That's why they're sharing it in English.
Yep. So this was that's why exactly, Goldie. It's for you guys in the chat. This was for you, and that's why we're showing it to you guys, because whoever risked his or her life to write this wanted you to see this.
Yeah.
So see it. Yeah. And okay, and Kamran shared this video by Marco Rubio comparing and Kamran is interesting because Kamran was saying remarkable similarities between Iran under the Islamic Republic and Cuba under the Communist Party. Guys, remember when Goldie was bringing attention to Cuba, telling us that keep an eye on Cuba? So there's a lot of similarities here. Saying, and then Kamran, by the way, Kamran is part of Princess of Pahlavi's team. That's why I highlighted, right? Saying, may both evil, corrupt regimes fall, and may the people of both countries be liberated. And once again, friends of the United States. Yeah, exactly. Let's see what Marco Rubio says here.
En un día como hoy, en el 1902, la bandera cubana ondeó por...
Oh, never mind. I'm not going to read the translation. Oh my God. I'm not going to read the translation. Okay. Anyways, it's okay. Let's go to the next video. Here. Oh, it's interesting because, guys, here you see Kamran from Nufti quote posting Marco Rubio. So, and then we see Mark Levin quote posting Nufti. Right? You see, there's a lot of communication between, there's a lot of interaction between Prince Reza Pahlavi's team and the people around the circle, the close circle against around President Trump. So we, like a lot of people are saying, is President Trump in touch with Prince Reza Pahlavi? Well, what we can visibly see is that the closest people to President Trump are constantly quoting the closest people to Prince Reza Pahlavi and vice versa. It's constantly happening, right? So that's very an interesting observation, that this constant relationship on public in front of all of us, right? So yeah, right after I show you a main top Nufti leader quote posting Rubio, you also see Mark Levin quote posting Nufti. Nufti is the team, Prince Reza Pahlavi's team, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, and like Goldie says, you know, these people don't do this for no reason. They're like, there is a, you know, they don't choose what they quote, you know, just willy nilly, right? And if you actually look at what he posted, he said, destroy the regime, destroy the Iranian regime. And he says, Admiral Brad Cooper, U.S. CENTCOM commander, testifying before the House Armed Services Committee today. And this is what he said. We saw the regime kill tens of thousands of their own people. Just yesterday, you saw the chief of police proudly announce they arrested 6,500 Iranians for no reason. And again, Mark Levin is one of the greatest people when it comes to bringing attention to the suffering of the Iranian people, not just talking about oil, not just talking about, you know, military stuff, also about what the Iranian people are going through. Goldie, I don't remember if we showed this or not. Did we show this? These weddings?
No.
Oh, okay. So guys, we have weddings inside Iran between pro-regime people, you know, pro-regime people weddings. They're having their weddings in military vehicles with pink
Armin, are
balloons
these
on the
actual weddings or are they sighe?
I
Because I
mean,
know a while ago they were doing sighe,
yeah.
so I don't know, man. Like,
so I mean,
maybe they're weddings.
I mean, the sighes are considered weddings under Islamic
I know,
standards
so,
as well.
but that's what I'm wondering. I'm wondering if these are like actual marriages or like temporary marriages. I feel like they're sighe.
Yeah.
I feel like these are temporary marriages.
Honestly, Goldie, I think permanent weddings Islamically are as disgusting as the temporary ones. So either way, they're vile, right? Either way, there was. I mean, for example, let me show you this one here. Let me go here. Let me show if I could find it. Okay, look at this part. Here, let me. How old is she? Like, how old is she?
Oh my gosh, she looks like she's like 14 or 13 or something. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So this is actually more vile if it's permanent, in my opinion, rather than temporary. Right.
Oh my gosh, that's horrifying.
Right.
Horrifying.
Look at her.
Disgusting.
Look at her. Yeah. Anyways.
Wow.
So let me read the caption. Saying a video released by Iranian state media shows several pro-establishment couples riding in military-style wedding cars, including vehicles mounted with machine guns, as the Islamic Republic expands the use of weapons and military imagery across civilian life, from wedding ceremonies to state TV presenters holding and firing rifles on live television. So, guys, I already read through what they're saying, so I'm not going to translate it. If you really wanted to see the translations, just read it on the screen. It's not really worth reading out loud. They don't say anything profound or anything interesting, but just watch what they're doing. Okay, I'm not going to play it. And by the way, guys, the counter. Oh no, it's working. Never mind. All right, so let's watch this.
آقا دواد ماشین عروس چی میگه؟ ماشین عروس خیلی قشنگه چشات قشنگ میبینه
Can you mute the music?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the music might be copyrighted.
Okay, sorry.
I mean, actually, go back to the beginning. Let me add some music here since I have like copyright. There we go.
Oh my
Imam
God.
Khamenei is dead, you weird pedophile freak.
Yeah, they don't care apparently. They're celebrating. Oh
This
my
is
God.
this is so insane. Like this is Armin, I've never seen anything like this. Like they're literally driving around in these like pink like military vehicles with machine guns, and they're getting married to like 12 and 13-year-olds. Like ugh, so vile. Like they're like the entire ideology is garbage. It's absolute garbage, and it just needs to be tossed in the trash where it belongs.
Yeah. So Goldie, actually, two more vile things I want to mention about this. First of all, this part. Imagine here marrying a mullah.
Ugh, oh my god! Oh my god! Oh, kill me now! Like never.
Oh my God, yes. And then another thing is that look at the license plate.
They're appropriating John Fado once again because they try to claim everything for themselves, right, guys? Like it's literally they're parasites. It's a parasitic like virus. They have nothing that they can claim for themselves except for like rape and pedophilia. Like that's pretty much it. Rape, pedophilia, and jihad. Like there is nothing positive that the Islamic regime has contributed to anything in any way, shape, or form ever. In fact, you know what? There's only one positive thing that the Islamic regime has contributed to the world and to humanity, and that's showing how depraved and disgusting their ideology is, and pretty much the Islamic regime has ensured that when the Islamic regime is overthrown, Iran will no longer be under this Islamic jihadi mindset ever again, because we Iranians were reclaiming our identity and our heritage and our history. So the only good thing the Islamic regime has done is to expose how disgusting and vile their 7th century ideology actually is.
Yeah, exactly. And for people who might not know what the license plate says, it says Zoj Jan Fada, which means Jan Fada couple. Jan Fada is the name that we Iranians who don't want to use Islamic terminology like Shaheed use to describe the people who are willing to fight and die, give their lives for the country. And Murad Vaisi popularized this, and you could see that they took it from us, even though this is very an anti-Islamic, way of respond. Because it became so popular, they took it from us. That's what they did. And okay, yeah.
All right, should
Okay,
we go to the super chats?
Can I need a 40-second washroom break.
Go for
Do
it.
you have something to show before I come back? Or I could just play. Okay.
I could definitely share something. Yeah.
All right, guys. So we're gonna be back in. I'm gonna be back in 40 seconds. Be right back.
Here we go. I'll share this with you guys. I'll share Scotty B, because this was pretty important, and I'm going to talk about it later today.
We trust that your participation here today reflects a readiness to stand with us in full. That will require, for example, our European partners to join the United States in taking action against Iran by designated financiers and unmasking its shell and front companies, shuttering its bank branches, and dismantling its proxies. It will require those of you from the Middle East and Asia to root out Iran's shadow banking networks and networks of ship transportation obfuscation. And it will require our partners around the globe to respond with force to the array of terrorists that we face. We trust that you're...
So for those of you who don't know, I will be talking about this probably in like my live stream later this evening. So Scott Bessent actually did a keynote speech in Paris today. And during his keynote speech, he urged allies to intensify efforts against the Islamic Republic's financing networks, calling on European partners to sanction financiers, expose shell companies, close bank branches, and dismantle proxy networks. So there you go. That's just a short clip of that. That's the most relevant part. But yeah, so Operation Economic Fury is, full speed ahead. All right, Armin, are you ready?
Yes, and super chat time, guys. So let me...
You have to add yourself to the screen, though.
I'm back. There we go. All right. Fantastic. And Goldie, we already have 22 super chats. 22 super chats. Yeah.
Lots
so
of
thank you,
questions
guys.
and comments today.
Yes. Okay. So I'm just going to quickly read the first one. So you and Ellie should name your show that. I don't know what that's referring to, but thank you. You could tell me later what that was. And then thank you, Casey. Thank you so much for your support. And Jeff Lee give us a super chat saying free Iran. Thank you. Yes, I agree. Let's free Iran. Hopefully sooner rather than later. And then Fleshy Interloper. Thank you so much for the super chat from Canada. Saying, oh, wow, really? Nope, no super chats for you today. Okay, well, okay. Well, thank you for the super chat. And then NARKB with a super chat saying, deja vu, Axios report fight between Trump and Bibi. That's so, yes, guys, we had fake news as well back then before Operation Epic Fury. So good cop, bad cop. we right before, that's so true, right before Operation Epic Fury, there was so much reports regarding the internal divisions between President Trump and Prime Minister Netanyahu, and right after Operation Epic Fury, we saw the level of coordination and alignment that was above anyone imagined. So this might actually be the reports that we're seeing regarding the infighting, and because President Trump is saying that he's completely aligned with Bibi, and Bibi is also saying that they have never been more aligned with the Americans than ever before. But this reporting that is coming from Axios kind of resembles what we saw exactly before Operation Epic Fury. So that's a good observation. Good job. So For America's Flag Original just gave us a super chat saying, swear jar, if the IRGC in okay, thank you for your support. And no, thank you for your support. Oh my god. And thank you for the swear jar contribution. And Jeff is saying Tusi said that the US military asked for more time, hence the delay of the boom booms. Thoughts? Tusi does seem to have deep context. Goldie, what do you think about this?
I mean, there's so many rumors. There's so many rumors. I don't think we're ever going to really know what's going on. And I think that's how President Trump wants that, because I actually saw this interesting headline on Iran International. Let me pull it up. So where was it? It was like what's happening right now is basically Trump is purposely keeping the Islamic regime confused, right? So here, so this is let me just add this really quickly. So Tehran, which means the Islamic regime, is unsure whether President Trump is bluffing or preparing for war. So I have a feeling that there are a lot of rumors going around right now, because it's literally sort of the fog of war. And President Trump wants to keep the Islamic regime on their toes and does not want them to know what's happening. And, you know, even his announcement a couple days ago could have very well been a distraction tactic, because I do have a feeling that people are being armed. I just have a, I don't know. I mean, I could be wrong. I don't know. I could be wrong. I've been wrong about other things, but I have a feeling that there's more going on than people realize. And the fact that on the economic side, Scott Bessent is still moving forward and going full speed ahead with the economic sanctions, with freezing, you know, the IRGC assets, you know, even his keynote speech in Paris today, that lets me know that President Trump wants to finish the job, and he will. It's just a matter of, I mean, that could be it, but I don't think the U.S. military asked for more time, because if you look at President Trump's Truth Social message, let me pull it up. I don't know if I agree with that, because in his Truth Social message, he says very clearly, like, he basically says that everything is prepared, right? So I further instructed them to be prepared to go forward with a full, large-scale assault of Iran on a moment's notice in the event that an acceptable deal is not reached. So to me, that basically seems like the military is already in place. So I don't know. I don't know what context Tusi has on that. He could be right. I don't know.
Okay. And then let's go to Melissa. Melissa, thank you so much for the super sticker. Always so supportive. Thank you. And then we go to Danny saying, I'm scared Trump would make a deal. Oh, Danny. Here's the thing. Look at the, first of all, even if he does make a deal, remember, a deal with the regime means that they have to give up on a lot of the principles and a lot of what they have been advocating to their own supporters. that would make them lose so much legitimacy among their followers that that regime will not be able to stand. Losing that much credibility and support from their own followers would not, that would mean any deal would be a surrender deal rather than a deal that would keep the Islamic Republic alive, right? So even if we get to a deal, as Goldie always says, it would look more like a surrender deal rather than a deal that would keep the Islamic Republic alive.
Yeah. Keep in mind, the deal that President Trump is looking for is unconditional surrender. So the deal that President Trump wants to make is basically, basically what President Trump is saying is that if there's a way to get the Islamic regime to surrender without military action, he would prefer that, as would any normal, rational, sane human being. The Islamic regime, however, is crazy and insane. But again, the deal that President Trump wants to make isn't a deal that's going to keep the Islamic regime around. The deal, like Armin is saying, is essentially going to bring about the end of the Islamic regime. And the terms of the deal isn't anything that the Islamic regime can agree to anyway, because the Islamic regime has said very clearly that they're never going to give up their nuclear ambitions, and they're never going to allow the United States to go into occupied Iran to get the nuclear dust, right? So whatever, like President Trump has put out a deal that he knows the Islamic regime cannot accept. And if the Islamic regime does accept the deal, that basically spells out the end of the Islamic regime.
Perfectly summarized. Perfectly summarized. Okay, and thank you, Danny. Thank you so much. Thank you. First of all, Danny, thank you for the super chat, but also thank you so much for your concern. The fact, we're so aligned. We and you guys are so aligned when it comes to our goals. And Melissa with another super sticker, always so supportive. Thank you so much, Melissa. And Jen Jits with a big super sticker, just saying hi.
Hello.
Hi, right back at you.
Hi. Welcome. We hope you're enjoying the live stream.
Yes, thank you. Thank you for saying hi to us. And then Ron, thank you so much for the super chat saying you both are fighting the good fight. Love it. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much for your support.
It's been 144 days, Armin. Oh my gosh.
Oh my
God.
Yes.
I remember like back in the beginning, I would look out my window and it was like winter and it was cold and there were like snowstorms and it was dark. And now I'm looking out and it's like the leaves are green and it's like, summer and trees and everything. So 144 days of being in this room, staring at this camera.
Oh my God. Yeah, that's right. Okay. Imagine, Goldie, you and I, we have all white hair and we're wrinkly and we're all we do live streams again. One day. Okay. All right. So I'm not gonna read that name. Goldie, help me.
The name is Imperator Totius Hispaniae.
Okay. Well, that I'm not even gonna repeat that, but thank you. Exactly. Thank you, the person with that name that Goldie just mentioned, saying hello. What do you all think of the Restore Britain party? Well, I mean, Goldie wants us to.
I don't know enough.
Iran.
Yeah, I don't know enough about the Restore Britain party to comment on it. But
right.
Was it the Restore Britain party that won all the seats, or was it?
No, that was Reform.
It was Reform, right? Okay,
right. But Restore is also anti-Islam, anti-mass migration.
We really can't comment too much on like the internal politics of various countries,
right?
Because we kind of take like a more macro approach, and as a Canadian, I don't know enough about Restore Britain party. I think probably like the British people themselves would have to figure that out.
The only thing I like more about Restore other than Reform is that Nigel Farage from Reform is anti-Tommy Robinson and Restore isn't. And Restore is more aggressive against migration and Islam. But at the end of the day, I don't know if we could talk about it in our discussion group in more detail. This is more, we're going to focus more on Iran. Yeah, but thank you for the super chat and the support, and save your country, save the UK.
Yeah,
from
I mean,
Islam.
the one thing that I can say, and just sort of in general, is that when you see parties rise up, political parties rise up, there's a reason for that, right? So my understanding is that parties like Reform or now Restore Britain, they're basically filling a void. They're filling a void that has been perceived in society. So I mean, I support democracy, and so I think everyone should have a voice. So yeah, I mean, if parties are being made, that's great. I mean, the more parties, the better.
Can I say, if I was a UK citizen, I would probably vote Restore instead of Reform? Is that okay to say on this show?
You can say whatever you want to say.
No, I just want to say, like, I'm not divisive or anything. Like, I'm just saying personally, I'm not telling you what you do, but personally, I would be voting Restore if I was a UK citizen. Let me know if in the chat if you agree. Okay, and thank you for the super chat. Russ is saying, but guys, remember, your country is dealing with radical problems. Radical problems requires radical solutions. Russ is saying, we are MAGA. Resistance is futile. You will be assimilated. Okay, seriously, respect your adopted country. Oh, thank you. Thank you for the super chat. And yeah, that's okay. Thank you. Okay. Sometimes I don't know how to respond. But for America's flag original saying, swear jar.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
I'm not gonna swear jar what it says on the screen. Okay, go. Okay, I'm gonna do that from now on. Swear jar what it says on the screen, and I'm not gonna read it. Is that good? Good strategy?
That's great.
Okay. Okay. Sorry, I didn't see that coming. I should look at it in full before I even read it. Okay. So Alan is saying, where did the regime get the money to bribe FIFA officials when it can't even pay their own cheap mercenaries? Guys, the problem is that the regime has still a few $1 billion in revenue. Like bribing these, any form of bribing that you could think of, these takes millions. Okay, so the regime has dropped in from has lost billions of dollars in revenue, but it still has a couple of billions dollars in revenue, and bribing is in millions. So that's pocket change. Even for the Islamic regime, bribing is still pocket change. But yeah, sorry, Goldie, you want to say
No,
something?
absolutely. I was also going to say, I mean, keep in mind, the Islamic regime has been hoarding and stealing billions of dollars for the last 47 years. So what you're seeing with Scott Bessent, the accounts he's freezing and everything, that's just like the tip of the iceberg, right? That's just the tip of the iceberg. Because the Islamic regime, right, they have billions and billions of dollars in offshore, in Swiss bank accounts and like accounts all over the world, right? So bribing officials is no problem for them. The reason that they can't pay their own cheap mercenaries is because they literally don't want to, because they care more about hoarding money for themselves. And I have a feeling, Armin, the reason that they're not really paying their mercenaries as much or paying them just pocket change is because they see the end of the regime coming. And so they're just trying to hoard as much money and wealth for themselves as they can, and to, basically look out for themselves. That's the way I see it there.
Okay, you're right. And on top of Goldie, here's another theory I have on top of that. And you're so correct. And let me know what you think about this. I also think the regime is trying to keep, when it comes to paying their armed forces, they are trying to rearrange the money to stop paying the people that they saw are not willing to shoot at the Iranian people, to foreign mercenaries. So we're seeing a lot of people from within the regime not getting paid from the armed forces, but mercenaries might still get paid, and some other regime officials might get paid from the armed forces, because there were some armed forces that were reluctant to shoot at the Iranian people. So the regime is thinking, okay, these people are not worth wasting money on. We have to reevaluate who we're paying. Only the most radical and the most cruel should continue to get paid, because those are the only ones that we could rely on. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I think that's a good analysis as well. Absolutely.
Okay. Thank you. All right, let's go to Ida. Ida, always being supportive. Thank you so much, Ida, saying, what's up, all the beautiful people? Not much. What's up with you? Thank you so much for asking and for the heart emoji. Ida with another super chat with Israeli flag and the lion and sun flag and the US flag and hearts. Thank you so much, Ida. You're always here to support us. And Amir also always here to support us every time, saying testing. I don't know why the super chat counter stuck. Yeah, it cut it, but then it came back on again. So thank you for checking. Thank you for using a super chat to check the super chat counter. And Amir always there to support. Amir keeps going. Amir keeps like going from to both channels. Like there's some support here, they go over there. It's like all over the place. Thank you, Amir.
Very thoughtful.
Yeah. BK, thank you so much for the super chat saying, have you all heard about the report on the clashes between the Iranian army and IRGC? I actually have that on a tab, but because we have a standard that we need to, I didn't share it, even though I have a tab for that. I booked.
Is it the Iran Watcher post on X?
Yeah, so that's why I didn't share it.
I have that too, and I looked at it, but again, like you said, at this point it's just unconfirmed rumors, so we don't know what's true and what isn't. So we are waiting for more, we're waiting for confirmation from like actual legitimate news sources. So we don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
But we have heard like there's some clashes, but there's no like source for that.
Yes. So I did the right thing by evaluating that this is not credible enough yet to show. So Goldie, even though I sometimes make mistakes, I think like overall we're the alignment between is pretty good. Like I know sometimes
No, listen, I make mistakes too. No, absolutely. I think look, you don't make mistakes, Armin. It's just we have different styles. So we have different styles, and we're like meeting in the middle. So that's how, because I come from like a more like serious political, and then you're just more on like the analyst,
unhinged crazy person.
No, more on like the analyst side of things, right? So, but yeah, no, like we've both seen that article, but it's not like a news article. It's just like someone is posting it on X, and unless and until we have like some verified info, or if we see other people like having their own source, because like for example, like one of the main accounts that I trust is Shin, and Shin is very, very like well connected to people inside of Iran, and Shin hasn't posted anything about this, so we just don't know if it's true or not.
Yes. So guys, pay attention to what Goldie is saying. She's not saying it's not true. Like every time Goldie and I are skeptical, it's not the claim that it's not true. It might be true. We're just waiting for more verification before we trust it. So don't take our skepticism as a claim that this is a lie. Okay.
Yeah.
We're not saying that.
It could be either way. We just always want to like make sure that we verify it. That's all it is.
Exactly. Okay. But yes, the answer is that we have heard about it.
Yeah. We're all seeing and all knowing, guys. We know everything. Just because we don't mention something doesn't mean we don't know about it.
Yeah. Oh my God. Thank you. And then Matthew saying free Ali. Yeah, okay. So guys, we'll talk about that.
You know what, Armin? He should make a video. We should make
okay.
Yeah. So that's actually what I did, not just this time around, but do you remember back in October when my channel was very small? and I was live streaming, and then I got reported for apparently live streaming as a minor or something. And then you actually gave me the advice of, why don't I make a video and put it out there? And I did that. And that video, even though my channel, I think only had like 2,000 or 3,000 subscribers at the time, like I was a very small channel.
Right.
That video actually went viral. And it actually gained me a lot more subscribers because, people, so Ali should definitely,
do the same thing.
do the same thing. He should make a video, and put it out there. Now, the thing is, what I realized is that within 24 hours, I was automatically able to live stream again. So I don't know what time this happened, but give it 24 hours and he might be able to come back on, because it just seems like this weird YouTube glitch or something.
Right. Actually, yeah, I remember that now that you mentioned it. I was like, Goldie, this might be an opportunity, actually.
So Ali should do the same. He should do the same.
Okay. I will tell him. Thank you so much for your support, Goldie.
Yeah, absolutely.
And advice, yeah. Okay. So let's go to the next super chat by Ida. Ida say, Goldie, I see you're loving your Dyson Air. What is it called? Air wrap?
Oh my gosh, that's so funny.
Is that what it's called?
Well,
you
that's
awesome, very beautiful.
Thank you. So yeah, that's one of your wife will know what the Dyson Airwrap is, Armin. Thank you for that. But actually, this is like, my hair is naturally curly, so this is not the Dyson Airwrap. This is just me being lazy and not really straightening my hair, because I actually have naturally curly hair and then I straighten it.
Well, it looks good. Why do you straighten it? It looks good on you.
Oh, thank you. So right now, because the weather outside is humid, there's no point in me straightening my hair, because if I straighten my hair, it just goes frizzy. So yeah, this isn't really the Dyson Airwrap. This is just my hair being curly. But thank you. But yeah, the Dyson Airwrap is great.
It's a superior look to, naturally superior look. So,
So do you guys, should I do like a show? So you guys prefer like my curly hair over my straight hair?
Yeah.
All right.
Definitely. I mean, I think.
Oh, well, thank you. Appreciate that, guys. All right. I'll keep it more curly and wavy, I guess, there. Guys, I literally have the, like the curly hair that you see on like the statues on Persepolis, right? You see like all those Persians have like the super curly hair. That's the kind of hair that I literally have like the typical, like, that like Persian curly hair. Let me see if I can find it. Persepolis. Right? Like because Iranians, it's all about the curly hair. So here.
Yeah, I'm very curly too.
Yeah. So see how the beards are like this? That's because these are all curls. See how the hair? So like these like dots, or like the way it's like carved, that's basically representing the curly hair. So yeah, Iranians, it's curly hair is pretty much our genetics. So there you go. That's why like all the ancient statues have like the curly beard and the curly hair. There you go. The more you know.
Yeah, actually, you're right. Like, I'm looking at some of my old videos and like, holy crap, like it's all curl.
Let's see.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Hold on. Yeah. Okay, hold on. Let me see videos. Let me bring up. No, not this one. Oh my God! Now I'm looking for a good one now. Okay, oh, here. Okay, I'll show you this one. Look at. Oh my God, this is too much curl.
Let's see. Oh, look at that! Look at all the curls.
Yeah.
Yep. Guys, Armin's Iranian. That's proof right there.
This is what happens when I let my hair grow. Yeah. Oh my God.
There you
go. Okay. All right. So next is Jedi saying, I want boom boom tomorrow, sad face. I want boom boom now. Now. Oh,
We
sad
all
face.
do. We all do.
Oh, yes. Oh. Okay. So hopefully soon. Okay. And thank you. And then Ali saying, we will liberate Iran. Long live Iran. Long live the Shah. We will for
Javid
sure.
Shah.
Javid Shah. Amir with a super chat saying, YouTube fix the counter or I'll blame you of holding fire. Oh, okay. Okay, yes. Guys, we're not going to show, YouTube is too stupid when it comes to recognizing that we are not holding firearms, because Goldie, in the stream that we got, that Ali's channel was, live stream was taken down, we even did the YouTube look at our hand thing. Like, we even did that. Or like, YouTube, watch, none of us are
What
holding
video were you
firearms.
sharing?
The same video that we were sharing
Wow.
on Iran Revolution Live with the training of the guns in the streets.
I find it very strange that my channel has been taken down. Ali's channel was taken down, but yours, nothing has happened. So that seems very suspicious to me.
Okay, guys, I have to admit it. I am a Basiji boy. This has always, I've been exposed. It was a good run. I tried, but obviously, Goldie is too smart for all of this. I knew it wouldn't last forever, but yep, here it is now.
There we go.
Okay. Knew it? Oh, people are saying knew it. What the hell? Okay. Okay. Thank you, Amir. And Casey is saying, "Armin the people." Yes, go Armin the people.
You should make like a T-shirt or a mug that says "Armin the people." That's actually pretty good.
Oh my God! Yes, Armin the people and the Armin army. The Armin army and the Armin the people. That's such a great idea. Oh my! Thank you, Goldie. You have the best suggestions. Okay, merch idea, guys. Merch idea.
Armin the people. There you go.
Yeah. Okay. All right. And then Muqdad Al Iraqi saying, hi, Goldie and Armin. We love you guys from Iraq.
Oh,
that's so
Ahlan wa sahlan.
Ahlan wa sahlan to our channel. Okay.
That means hello.
Huh?
That means hello in Arabic.
No, that means welcome.
Welcome. Oh, I thought it was hello. Oh, maybe it's ahlan. Oh, I thought it was hello. Maybe it's welcome.
Yeah. I mean, people say it, use it as hello.
Yeah.
So same. Yeah. So we want Iran to be free again, and for Reza Pahlavi to return, and also Iraq will be free from militias. Yes, we have the same enemy. Our occupiers are your occupiers, and I'm so grateful that you understand that. And I think that we need to do a better job to show the Iranian people that it's the Iraqi militias that are coming from Iraq to Iran do not represent the Iraqi people, and also to show the Iraqi peoples that their oppressors are the Islamic regime and it's not Iran, right? So we have some misunderstanding on both sides. Some because of the bad experience from the militias, we need to make sure that the Iranian people don't paint all the Iraqis with the same brush because of the bad experience from the militias. And also in Iraq, they have been oppressed by our regime. Iraqi people have been oppressed by our regime, the Islamic Republic. And some Iraqis, we need to show the Iraqi people that the Iranian people are not the regime. And I think Iraqi people realize that. And thank you so much for supporting us.
Whenever we speak about Iraq, we're not speaking about the Iraqi people. We're speaking about the militias, exactly, the militias that are aligned with the Islamic regime, because it's that Islamic jihadi, invader mindset, that colonial mindset that has colonized both, Iran and of course Iraq and of course Lebanon and a whole bunch of other countries as well. But yeah, like we're all, as patriots, we're all united. So, we have, no ill will towards Iraqi people. We actually, love you guys and support you guys. We want all of you to be free as well. And you're absolutely right. When Iran is free and when we can overthrow the Islamic regime, that's going to, I believe, fix a lot of problems in Iraq as well.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, we share the same oppressors. And thank you so much for being here and supporting us, and for your beautiful message. Kiavash saying, hey, hey, I'm filing a lawsuit against FIFA in the US federal court, and I've built an app for people would like to speak with you and need help. Well, I don't know if Goldie, how do you respond to
I
this?
mean, I can't provide any legal help. I mean, I'm not even American, so I wouldn't even know how to do that. You probably have to reach out to like an American lawyer for that. And then they would have to give you legal advice on, whether or not, you'd have to speak to an American lawyer. That's sort of beyond what we can do. However, what I can say as a former lawyer is that you may have a difficult time because ultimately FIFA, when they're holding their soccer games in soccer stadiums, that's a private event. It's not a public place. So because it's a private event, whoever is hosting that event, they can make whatever rules they want to make. Because it's a private event. Like if it was the government or something, that's different. But because you're dealing with a private entity that's hosting a private event where you have to get a ticket to go, basically their event, their rules. So I would just say be careful. You might have a difficult time. But again, that's just legal information. It's not legal advice. You'd have to speak with an American lawyer to get info on that.
Okay, and then Ariane is saying, how to contact my family in Iran without risk?
I don't know.
I don't know. Actually, I don't know.
I mean, I don't speak with anyone. I don't speak with anyone in Iran. Like no one. I don't even have anyone from my family on my phone. Like I haven't spoken to my family in years. My extended family, pretty much. Yeah. I'm sorry. We're not.
Sorry.
I can't. Yeah, that's not. We can't answer that question, unfortunately. You'd have to reach out to maybe some other people who've been able to figure out a way to communicate with their family members safely, but that's not something we can give you any info or advice on, unfortunately. Everything everything is the way I see it. Everything is a risk. So.
Yeah. Exactly. I was saying, man, thank you though. Yeah, sorry that
I'm
if
so
we're
sorry. I'm so sorry about that.
William saying His Royal Highness is the only acceptable deal. Exactly.
Yeah, we
100%. We agree. And then Coffee Aspirin is saying, oh, Nawab, accept this jizya tax from humble peasant.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, it was coming from India, and then so that makes a lot of sense. Well, thank you. I'm not gonna, I was gonna make a joke, but it's so like from an Islamic perspective, but it's so vile and disgusting that I'm not gonna do it.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yes. Yeah. Okay, but thank you. That's funny. Okay, Fleshy Interloper saying, okay, maybe just one for 144 days. What is this in reference to? I forgot. Just one for 144 days.
I don't know.
Oh, we forgot that we forgot the context. Oh no, I'm sure it made a lot of sense given what we were saying at the time. And thank you, Flesh Interloper. Thank you. And then we have Jedi saying, please come to the VIP discussing group today. Oh, Goldie, do you want to come to the VIP
I would
group
love
today?
to, but I can't. I actually have an interview at 4:30. And then before that, I'm working on a video. So I would love to, but I can't today. I'm sorry.
Okay, but would you be able to come to one of our discusussions?
I will definitely try. Yeah, I'll definitely try.
Okay. Oh yeah, come to the VIP ones because it's the least crowded, and therefore people would be able to talk to you more there.
Okay.
Properly. Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay, but Thank you for the suggestion, Jedi. We will make it happen one day when Goldie has more time. And Melissa saying solidarity with Iran, Payande Iran, Javid Shah,
Thank you.
everything, all of that was beautiful. Thank you. We agree with all of them.
And God bless America and Am Yisrael Chai.
Am Yisrael Chai. And long live America. And Ryan is saying, been watching since day one. Appreciate both of you. Wow, you have been here with us since day one?
Wow, Ryan's one of the OGs then.
Oh, geez. Oh, geez. Okay. All right.
Well, thank you for still being here with us, Ryan. Appreciate that very much.
Thank you so much. Yeah. And Jen Jedi just became a member. Thank you so much for being a member. Thank you for the support. And then Wyatt is saying, in Pennsylvania Democrat primary, 3 members of the Democratic Socialists of America Party, Marxists basically, won their congressional spot funded by a new Islamic PAC. So the green-red axis is here. Yep, guys, we need to actually, I think we need to talk about that more in our discussion group. This is getting crazy. It's getting like both on the right and the left, pro-jihadi, pro-isolationist, anti-Israeli ideas are growing. And if we keep going in this direction, United States politics is going to look really different in the next 10 years. So we need to discuss strategy. Okay. And thank you, Wyatt, for bringing that to our attention. That's scary. That's really scary. Fickle Nut is saying, for one day we want to see your gorgeous curly hair. Oh, maybe that's what that previous chat was about. Okay. Yeah. Well, why just one day? We could make it every day. Every day. You're talking about Goldie, right? I'm assuming. Well, thank you, Fickle Nut. And then, you guys remember when Goldie trolled me when somebody was complimenting her about her hair, and she made it seem it was about me, and I fell for it. That was
that was pretty funny.
Yes. Oh my gosh, she's a troll master. Sarah with the super chat saying, love Armin, Goldie, Ali, and chat peeps. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you so much for the super chat and the support. You're always very kind. Miss Hypnotic is saying, check out what Pezeshkian said. Thoughts? Pezeshkian says the most irrelevant things. I don't know. Like, he has been speaking a lot recently, talking about. Oh, I know what you're referring to. He is telling that the regime is screwed if the Iranian people don't reduce their consumption. So he's putting the responsibility on the economic hardship on the Iranian people's consumption levels, which has made so many Iranians really, really angry. I don't know if you're referring to that, but that's one of the recent things he said, and it increase the level of rage the Iranians are having right now, which is quite an achievement.
Armin, can I go to a few of the super chats before you go to this one? Can we go to a few of the super chats I have on Rumble, because the Rumble super chats don't show up. So and I have like this amazing group, very loyal group of people who watch on Rumble. So For America's Flag Original gave a super chat for a free Iran. Oh, I can't even make it bigger. Sorry, guys. It's like Goldieception here. Well, I try to figure it out. So for a free Iran from America's Flag Original, thank you very much. And then we have another super chat down here. Tilcor says, all the more reason to watch on Rumble. Yeah, like Armin, I would suggest that. I think they're referring to what happened with Ali and the guns. So, oh yeah, also we have some fun emojis on Rumble as well. Do you see this one?
Oh,
which we don't have. Like, you can't do that on YouTube, but on Rumble you can. It's kind of funny. If I can make this bigger. No, there you go. So it's like your face zooming in. So Rumble allows us to do that. But yeah, so I would suggest that, you and Ali, if you haven't already done so, start a Rumble channel, and then, try to like maybe, you can like simultaneously broadcast there. That's what I do.
We'll do that.
So anyways, but yeah, I have like a small but loyal following on Rumble. So thank you, Telcor, for that. And then, you know, I have some amazing mods and let me know about this. Thank you for letting me know about the super chats, guys, because they don't show up on the you know, streaming platform that I use. But thank you for letting me know, and thank you for the support. Appreciate that. All right. Okay, let's continue with the super chats now.
Okay. So I already read that one, and we got Pan saying fair easy boss. Yes,
thank
I agree.
you.
She's basically just saying curly hairs are beautiful. Thank you so much.
I think all styles of hair are beautiful.
Well, now that's going too far. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, Casey saying name your analysis show Armin the people. Armin, yeah,
like
maybe
that.
I will do that. Yeah, maybe I will do that. Okay. Thank you so much, Casey, for the super chat. And Melissa, thank you so much for the membership. Oh, this is me having to go to the discussion group pretty soon. So let's do the super chats fast. Oh, there's 5 more left. Melissa, thank you so much for 5 more people on Liberty Politics are members now because of Melissa. Thank you. And then Kiavash saying, Goldie, thank you. I emailed you about the app. I have we already mentioned that we can't. Yeah, okay. So I'm just going to read it. I have the lawsuit covered working with ACLU, but I would like your help and opinion regarding the communication app I built for the Iranian people to work with no internet.
I mean, I'm happy to take a look, but honestly, like, I'm not a tech person, so I don't know how I could help you or what opinion I could give, because that's not like that's beyond sort of my area of expertise. So like I'm not a techie or an app person, but I will definitely take a look at the email for sure. But I just like this is beyond my area of expertise. So I don't know how comfortable I would be to give you advice on the app, because I don't know enough about these things. Like I struggle trying to, like, you know, figure out how YouTube works. So I don't know. You might have to you know what I would actually recommend? What would be better is if you reach out to there's a volunteer group called Act for Iran. Let me pull it up. And they are based in the United States. Where is it? It's like is that what it was? What's the Oh, no, it's like Action for Iran, I think. I think that's what it's called. Yeah, this one. So, was it this one? Was that the group? I can't remember.
So
wait. No, I don't know if it's Action for Iran. But wait, petition. You know what I would suggest actually is maybe reach out to Nufti and like tell Nufti that, you know, you have this idea for this app, and then, you know, have them maybe connect you to some people who can assist you with that, because King Reza Pahlavi, a few days ago, he actually had like a you know, presentation and like a speech in San Francisco, and a lot of Iranian tech people were there. So I would say the best person to reach out to would actually be Nufti, because they are better connected and integrated, and they would be able to connect you with the right people when it comes to like the app that you're developing. Because I literally know nothing about apps or the communications or things like that. But I, you know, I appreciate everything you're doing, and, you know, I wish you all the best with that. So good luck.
Okay, so guys, I only have like 2 more minutes left, so I'm gonna try to finish the rest of the super chats. And then we have KP saying, Goldie, find this video just posted. Israel warns another strike on Iran, maybe hours away. So that's the name of the full video. And then saying, watch the last 10 minutes when Amir speaks. Okay, so Goldie, if you want to watch that later,
I just found it. Okay. Thank you. I found it, and I'll take a look. Thank you so much, KP.
Thank you, KP. Thank you so much for the generous super chat. Dawn is saying aloha from Hawaii.
Aloha.
Hawaii, aloha. Thank you so much for the very generous super chat saying Aloha from Hawaii. Have been watching you since January 2026. Oh my God. Thank you for being with us all this time. Thank you for all you do. Oh my God. Thank you.
Oh,
Thank you for
You know, there's a lot of people, Armin, who've been watching us from the beginning. So thank you all for
Wow.
being here. Thank you all for you know, joining in and tuning in every day. We really appreciate you. You know, you guys give us energy and motivation and support to keep going. So thank you so much. And aloha right back at you. Mahalo.
Yeah. Oh, what does that mean?
I don't know. I saw someone in the chat say it and I know it means something.
Okay. And then we have push-ups saying I'm a bit behind, but I caught that photo of a black spaghetti on Armin's head. Okay. Well, thank you. Push-ups. Thank you for the super chat. And that's it. That's all our super chats. So yeah, guys, I'm going to is it okay if I put this on the screen for a second?
Yeah, go for it.
So guys, I'm going to go to the discussion group that you see on the screen. So today is going to be for our VIP members, but guys, you could come and it's free to join. You could, once you join our discussion group, you could participate in all of the discussions on the community page, or you could go to the calendar and you can see all the days that we have discussions. These fire emoji ones are the ones that are open to everybody. And, you know, so it's free to join these fire emoji ones. The premium and VIP ones are smaller so that the people who come there, it's not so crowded so they could talk more. But you could see exactly which days is open to everybody. And also the community tab too is over there. Guys, we're raising an army here, an army for liberty. So once it's not just a discussion group. Once we get to a certain number of members, we're actually going to also take actions. I'm going to strategize together on what actions we could take. So if you want to get in early on this army that we're raising, come and join this discussion group. So the link is in the chat. Oh, I forgot to put the widget. It's also, you could also scan the QR code on the top right of the screen to get to the discussion. It's also on the bio of Liberty Politics. If you want to scan the link, there is also the Liberty Politics YouTube channel. So yeah, hope I'll see you guys there in about 4 minutes. So that was it. And yeah, and yes, and guys, and Goldie, what are you doing later today? When can people expect
I still have to figure it out because I'm working on a video. I have a few interviews that I'm doing. I will be going live later tonight. I'm just not quite sure what time yet.
All right. So guys, remember on the YouTube channel, hit the bell notification and select R so that whenever Goldie goes live, you get a notification so you know. Okay. All right, guys. So that's it for us today. I'm Israel Chai. Long live America.
God bless America.
Javicha.
Payande.
Iran.
See you guys tomorrow.
غرق انقلاب است.
کشور ما، تاریخ ما در سیدگر فرا گرفته، گویی اهوران مستا دوباره در نور خود مرا گرفته. هشتم سرودی سر میدهم باز فارغ از رنج و تشویش، ایران غرق انقلاب است، به پیش به پیش به پیش. ایران غرق انقلاب است، به پیش به پیش به پیش. هن ای پدر، هن ای پسر، برخیز و با ما شهنگاه، تا درد آن تجربه تلخ ما را نکشیده در خواب. بگذار هر دم بغرند گرگ‌ها دم لباس میش. ایران غرق انقلاب است، به پیش به پیش به پیش. ایران غرق انقلاب است، به پیش به پیش به پیش. ای کارگر، ای برزگر، راحت کنون ادامه دارد، در این زمان که پرتو یزدان از هر سو بر تو میبارد پس پیش به سوی آزادی از بحر خزر تا کیش ایران غرق انقلاب است به پیش به پیش به پیش ایران غرق انقلاب است به پیش به پیش به پیش خلقا به پا بهر دفاع از استقلال و آزادی تا بشکنیم پشت ارتجاع تیریزی ایران آبادی تا زنده سازیم سنت‌های می از من آیین و کیش ایران غرق انقلاب است به پیش به پیش به پیش ایران غرق انقلاب است به پیش به پیش به پیش
با امید روزی که تمام این دلبشو و انقلاب تموم بشه و ما در روشنایی، نور و سعادت مردم کشورمون غرق بشیم.
نه خارجی نه بیگانه نه مستشارهای ایرانی نه چیر خاران نه کاسلیسان فقط هم رزمان ایرانی تا با شرافت می همین بسازی بهر فرزندان خویش ایران غرق انقلاب است به پیش به پیش به پیش ایران غرق انقلاب است به پیش به پیش به پیش مردم بیایید داخل صف ما اکنون که آغاز رویاست دشمنان بدانید ما زنده هستیم بعد از ما هم ایران پابرجاست آن روح شیطان ما را فریب داد با صد شعار مردمیش ایران غرق انقلاب است به پیش به پیش به پیش ایران غرق انقلاب است به پیش به پیش به پیش پرچم ما پرچم ایران غرق خون شهیدان روی شانه هامان حمل میکنیمش در هر خیابان و میدان تا ماسک دلقکان را برداری از روی تسبیح و ریش ایران غرق انقلاب است به پیش به پیش به پیش